Hi, my name's Tim Reid, founder of the Phoenix Group and PhoenixREI.com. And today I want to talk about the media. You gotta love them and you gotta hate them at the same time. Right now, we're going through a very interesting time in the world, and the media is just filled with negative things. And that's how the media sells advertising. That's how the media makes money, is they cater to people's emotions. If it isn't something negative 80% of the time, we won't pay attention, especially in our modern world. We're so desensitized. And with the current pandemic and COVID-19 out there all in the media, I got a couple recommendations to make. First, pick a time, look at the media, scroll through things on Google for 10 minutes, 10 minutes, because the rest of the day it's going to all be the same thing. And if you have that friend that really loves to watch the media, if something big changes, they'll probably tell you anyway. So make sure you're being cognizant of the influences that are going on in your world and control those and limit the media, because it's mostly the same stuff all day long on a loop, and it's negative more than positive. That's just how the media works. So how the media plays a part in the real estate market, do they know what they're talking about? Do they have a good reflection of the future? I want to say something that very intelligent investors have said for years, is that past performance is not equal to future performance. So just because the real estate market is doing something in the past doesn't mean it's going to do the same thing in the future. There's trends and there's fundamentals, but the media doesn't know anything about real estate fundamentals. Unfortunately, reporters just don't have the time to go out there and look at all the statistics and job growth and all the underlying foundation, just like the foundation on a house that holds it up. There's a bunch of foundational factors that are going on in a real estate market that change on a macro and micro level that affect what the real estate market is really going to do. So does the things that get played on the news and the stats that even get put out by the real estate boards, are they a good reflection of what's going on with the market? I would say no. No, it isn't. Really, you should talk to an investor that's in the market full time and a realtor that invests in real estate, not just sells real estate and listens to the statistics that are on the real estate board. Find out what they think. Find out what they're doing. Why are they going into cash flow properties? Why are they going into more flip-based properties based on what the market's doing? Not necessarily based on what the media is saying. Because unfortunately, the media reports the past. They don't have a crystal ball. They're not trying to predict the future. And if you look in the rearview mirror in real estate or in life, if you're always looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash into something and hurt someone or hurt yourself. So you have to definitely think about what's going on a fundamental level and not always listen to what the media is saying. They're only one factor and one reflection of the reality that may or may not be true in your particular marketplace or the marketplace you're looking to invest in. Talk to local experts, engage with people that are doing it, and what are they seeing in the actual marketplace itself, because housing starts and statistics like that is builders have to keep building, for example. That's how they keep their people employed. Just because the market changes doesn't mean they're going to stop building all the homes they already had foundation permits for and they're already moving forward with. So you really got to think, what facts does the media really have in any particular industry to give you an accurate reflection of what's good or bad? And when you talk about foreclosure stats, people always wonder what's going to happen with foreclosures. Are they going up? Are they going down? And they get a lot of statistics from the bank. So in this case, the media is closer to the mark, but there's a bunch of things that they don't know as well. Because there's a lot of mortgages out there, mortgage defaults. Banks will tell the media things like days late on payments and things of that nature. And that's going to be a big topic coming forward in our current climate. However, there's a lot of foreclosures that aren't from big banks. There's a lot of foreclosures that aren't from A, B, and C lenders. There's a bunch of other mortgage companies out there that don't report their stats to the media because they don't think to ask. They go talk to the big five, and that's where they form their opinion. So if there's 100 lenders in Canada, which there isn't, unfortunately, like there is in the US, but if you ask 5 people out of 50, how good is your sample size? How accurate of a picture does the media really have? And there's also private lenders. There's private lenders that cause foreclosures too. And there's no statistics at all for those people that report to the media. They don't report to the big banks. There's private lenders that have foreclosures that go through the court and nobody knows they're happening other than the people that are in the lending industry in the private world. And they don't collect stats. They're individual people with money. They lend out mortgages, but they don't have a database of statistics to report to the media. So there is a lot of other factors that play a role in the real estate market that the media just doesn't know. So take it with a grain of salt, as you should with all things in the media. They do the best they can, but they're not industry experts. The reporters are doing the best job they can with the facts they have available, and often they just don't have all the facts. So monitor your media intake and take it with a grain of salt. That's my recommendation. I'm Tim Reid. Respect the hustle, everybody. See you next time.